Everything in your experience belongs to the category of having. When we tell our friends stories, we talk about accumulated, gathered experiences. We possess and have experiences like other things in our life. These experiences are partially memorized, saved, or stored in the area of the brain that is called the hippocampus. These experiences are saved in form of pictures, smells, taste, sounds, and sensory feeling. I speak of partially because the memory is only partially stored in specific brain areas. Since I started the meditation process, I have experienced different varieties of how memory is stored in my body. The deeper I observed my inner mechanisms, the more I could see how different body parts are correlating with specific emotion and memory. When we speak about tension in our body, it is exactly that. We are having experiences stored in specific areas of our body that we are unaware of holding. We have these tensions because we had those experiences. That is why today there is so much stress laid on relaxation methods such as guided relaxation meditation or yogasanas. In such a fast-paced world, full of information, especially stimulation for our senses, a lot of us do not take the time to process their experiences from day to day. They do not take the time to relax the muscles and specific body areas that are indeed holding and having emotion and thought of past experiences, even if it is immensely needed. Our mind has the capability to recycle and store the experiences we had more efficiently after we had an experience. But because the accumulated experiences are not consciously recycled or not relaxed, they appear as a form of constant mind chatter. This leads to stress and anxiety. Without the process of mental reflection and relaxation of the body, we enter a state of a constant so-called fight or flight mode, a concept that is used by scientists to describe our body and mind reaction in dangerous situations. Primarily, this tells us that we are always in a state of avoidance of our own experience. We need rest, but we avoid it. We find reasons to find something more important than our own life and health. However, the mind chatter is here not the problem. It is a natural mechanic of the mind to process information and store it more efficiently, so we can remember fast and easier. This is what we experience as thoughts. To get a better understanding why meditation plays such an important role in reflection and relaxation, we need to get a clear and precise definition of what a thought is. Primarily, a thought is always attached to a thing that comes into our awareness and lies there. We cannot know of things that we are not aware of, nor can we think of things that we are not aware of or were aware of. So a thought is always attached to a thing or many things that must come as an object of our awareness. We can conclude and say, if there are no things in our awareness, there are no thoughts in our awareness. Things can only be experienced through our sense organs. Things are bound to have a form. Our sense organs are bound to sense formed things. They cannot sense anything formless. Our senses are bound to our body. So, I have an idea. Let's reduce the sensory input. Let's close our eyes, stop moving, to not produce sensations. The solution seems clear. Shut down your sense organs and leave your body aside, and observe what happens. So if we don't feed ourselves or our mind thinks, therefore we will not have any thoughts? Well, that is what everyone expects from meditation when first starting. But this is just the first step of becoming aware that through the beginning of the meditation process, it seems like even more thoughts are appearing. I would say yes and no. Yes, more thoughts are appearing, but not because you're increasing it, but because you become more aware of your own subconscious thought process and thought patterns that are ongoing 24 hours a day, non-stop. That is why it is so important to use anything, no matter what it is, intentionally as an anchor point, to always remind yourself just to be aware of only one thing and not drift away with the mind chatter. This anchoring point can be staring at the candle, feeling the sensations of the breath moving in and out your nostrils, or just a random thing in front of you while you keep your body still and unmoving. It does not really matter what you choose. It is important that you choose something and stick with it as you meditate. So what happens if we keep not feeding our mind with things by not moving our body, so we cannot perceive anything? We experience something completely new. We experience a state that is called samadhi, a state where the mind becomes one-pointed or single-pointed attentive, but not concentrated. There is a difference between single-pointed attention and concentration. When you concentrate, tension is involved. When your attention is one-pointed, there is no tension involved, but you are completely relaxed and high in vigilance. Concentration is exhausting the body, while one-pointed attention is regenerating the body, activating healing properties, while everything else changes. This is not only enhancing the way our mind recycles and stores information in our brain, but it also enhances our ability to remember in more details, more vivid, and faster. An extreme side effect is our body is completely rested and our sense organs are sharp and sensitive. Our taste when we eat is increased. We're able to smell more intensely and more varieties. Our eye vision is becoming better, and the way we feel when we come in contact with something is tremendously increased. I talk about side effect because for some people it can be overwhelming to just be super sensitive to life. So meditation is not about doing it or doing anything. It is about not doing anything. The better you don't do anything, the more intelligence you can use out of your body and mind system. There is one thing we want to understand. We are not becoming more intelligent. We're just becoming more aware of our intelligence, of who we already are, what we already have, and therefore we can use it more efficiently. Thank you for listening to my thoughts. Leave me a comment below and tell me how it helped you. Subscribe. Turn post notification on to get notified when I upload the next episode. Bonus. It is not you. It is yours. It just passes through you. Just passes through your body and mind. You can just be conscious of it or not. But this is the reality. If you're conscious, you can receive because you're open. The inches in our body and mind need are everywhere, even on our body, even in the patterns of our mind, even an inch away from our body in the air. The inches we need are everywhere. It is simply everywhere. But if you let your mind be uncontrolled, not conscious of what is happening with you, being in the mindscape sometimes in the future, sometimes in the past, there is no way for you to be sensible and to receive what you want and what you need right now. The only way is conscious. The only way is consciousness right now. You're not your body. You're not your mind. These are flowing through you and change constantly. But who you truly are is untouched, unchanged by all of this. Who you truly are doesn't change. You're observing the change in the patterns all around you, the change in the things. But you are not changing. You simply observe the change, you observe the flow. No matter what happens, do not react. Consciously respond. Because this body that you have once was worms, amphibians, animals, insects. It's just basically recycled and given into a full body as a gift from Earth. Even the mind of yours is just recycling information that you have gathered a few seconds of your lifetime. And out of the recycling process, it is making up memories and future imaginations. But it is limited because it is recycled. The only place, and it is really the only place and time to experience something new, is here and now. Nowhere else can you find new experience. And this new experience is a new chance to see who you truly are. Everything that you are not is recycled and changed, but who you truly are is never changing, is never recycled. You are here, you are now, only here. And only in now there is a chance to realize who you truly are by experience.